Hi all. In today's session, we are going to cover uh, how to crack Tableau interviews for beginners and the key topics and the questions to be prepared for. I am Debashish. I am a senior analyst in one of the top IT companies in the world. I have 15 plus years of work experience in working in data warehousing and business intelligence. I have led multiple projects in Power BI, Cognos, and in Tableau. I've worked in companies like American Express, HP, and British Telecom. First of all, we will cover on the introduction to Tableau, and then we will go towards the Tableau questions and answers. Tableau is a market leader in business intelligence application. Tableau was acquired by Salesforce in 2009. It has multiple products in its suite like Tableau Reader, Desktop, and Server. Tableau offers flexibility, best-in-class governance, security control, user-friendly uh, graphical user interface, and ability to ingest and integrate multiple data sources. Tableau is considered the leader in data visualization, and it has the highest quality of data visualization capabilities and enabling data-driven decisions. So moving on, so the first question is difference between TWB and TWBX extension. TWB stands for Tableau Workbook and TWBX stands for Tableau Packaged Workbook. A Tableau workbook, when saved in TWB extension, contains a reference to the data source only and no other files or images in it. Generally, when Tableau workbooks are saved in GitHub for project reference, they are saved in TWB format. A Tableau workbook saved in TWBX extension not only contains the data source reference, but it also contains the additional files and images which is being used by the Tableau workbook. Question number 2, what is the measure and dimension in Tableau? Measures are the quantifiable and measurable attributes of a field, whereas dimensions are the subjective qualities of a field. As an example, in sample superstore dataset in Tableau, various customer names are all dimensions, which denotes the subjective quality of the field customer, whereas sales discounts are measures since they can be measured and quantified. Question number 3. What is discrete and continuous variable in Tableau? Dimensions are generally discrete variables in Tableau, and they can be identified as variables with small blue icon in front of them. Due to the nature, discrete variables can be sorted. Continuous variables are the measures and quantifiable variable which are in green color in Tableau and cannot be broken down further, like sales date of shipment. In Tableau, continuous values can be converted to discrete values for data manipulation purpose. Question number 4, what is data blending in Tableau? Tableau has the ability to connect with disparate data sources. When two different data sources are connected within Tableau, that is called data blending. Let's say one data source is a flat file and the other is a server like DB2 or Oracle. So in that case, when Tableau is getting connected to two different data sources, that process is called data blending. Uh, right. So question number 5. What is the difference between blending and join in Tableau? When Tableau connects with multiple or disparate data sources, that is called data blending. When within the same data source, different tables are connected, that is called a join. What is an LOD and different types of LOD? LOD is the level of detail in Tableau. There are three main types of LOD: fixed, include, and exclude. LODs are required when data needs to be aggregated in a calculation considering uh, or not considering, like considering fields in case of include or fixed, I'm sorry, and not considering exclude for the respective fields. So to explain, like when you want to do a calculation in Tableau and you want Tableau to consider few fields always, then you can use include or fixed in that calculation. Whereas let's say in a calculation or in a calculated field, you want few measures not to be considered at the time of calculation, then you can use exclude in form of an LOD. What is live and extract connection in Tableau? In live connection, data is updated on the real-time basis. Whereas extract is a particular extract of the metadata, and it gets refreshed at specific intervals. When Tableau is connected to the large data sources like DB2 and Oracle, it is a known fact that the server will have large tables and multiple objects in it. So in that case, if Tableau gets connected through a live connection, then refreshing Tableau and the dashboards in it becomes a concern and an issue. So it is always advisable that when you are connecting to a large data source or a server, so you should make it an extract connection. But for small data source, that problem should not be there, and you can always make a live connection. What is the difference between group and set? One example where to apply set. A group and set seems to be similar, but they are technically different. A group is created to include dimensions of similar nature together, forming uh, a hierarchy, whereas in set and subsets of data are created based on certain criteria or logic. Sets can be of two types: dynamic sets and constant sets. An example of a set is creating top 10 cities on profit or revenue. Uh, so as an example, in sample superstore data source, the process of creating a set is you should identify the dimension on which you want to create a set. Then you right click, create, and then go to set. Name the set. Let's say you name it as top 10 cities. Then select top in Tableau, and in by field, select top 10 by profit and sum. Question number 9. What is a parameter in Tableau and why it is needed? Parameters can be termed as customized filters which can be aligned or tagged with the data to dynamically modify or visualize values. As an example, let's say a client wants to include YTD as a date period filter, which is not in the metadata. So in that case, you can create a parameter and name it as YTD and align with the measures so as to get YTD filter. How to filter for top n values for a dimension in Tableau? Go to filter for the dimension and select top, then select top 10 or top 20, whatever is the case may be, and select the dimension, and then select as per requirement the uh, respective aggregate measures, which can be either count or count distinct or max or min. Question number 11. What are the different types of filters in Tableau? In Tableau, there are 6 types of filters. They are extract filter, data source filter, context filter, dimension filter, measure filter, and user filter. Question number 12. What is a context filter and its significance? Context filter is an independent filter, and in terms of filters in Tableau, it occupies a very higher rank. Context filter improves the performance of the dashboard since relevant values are filtered through this filter. Question number 13. What are the different joins in Tableau? The different joins in Tableau are left join, right join, and union. What is a heat map and a tree map? Heat map and tree map both are great forms of visualization in Tableau. Heat maps helps to identify the levels of intensity of a particular measure with reference to a dimension through darker to dark to lighter shades of color, whereas tree map mostly depicts the hierarchical data, and it is useful to identify gaps within the data. Question number 15. What is a dual axis in Tableau and why is it necessary? When a visualization needs to be shown with respect to two measures in different scales, then one of the measures need to be referenced with respect to dual axis. So let's say you want to create a visualization and there are two measures and one of the measures need to be in a separate axis. So what you can do, you can right click on that particular measure and then show that measure as a dual axis. So in Tableau, there is an option. You can select dual axis and that particular measure becomes a dual axis in Tableau. Question 16. How to define hierarchy of a dimension in Tableau? When there are dimensions of the same nature and category, they can be grouped together under a head, and it is advisable to create a hierarchy of the dimension. So as an example, if there are product ID, product names, product category, then it is better to create a hierarchy called product and then include all the dimensions related to product within that hierarchy product. To create a hierarchy, you have to select the dimension and right click and then create hierarchy. Question 17. What is tiled and floating objects in Tableau? Tiled objects do not overlap other adjoining objects and are static in nature, whereas floating objects are resizable and are not static. To build a professional looking dashboard, it is always advisable that that a Tableau developer or an analyst should make a prudent choice between which kind of objects to choose, and what kind of objects are suitable with respect to the particular container. Question 18. How to publish a dashboard to a server? To publish a dashboard, first publish data sources and then publish the workbook. To do this, go to server, publish data source, and once data sources are published, then again go to server, publish the workbook. So in this way, once you have published both your data sources and workbook, uh, your dashboard is published to the server. Question 19. How to do performance measurement of the dashboard? Sometimes we find dashboards are slow to load and performance is not optimum. In that case, to validate the measurement of the dashboard, go to help, settings and performance, and start performance recording. This step enables recording of the various steps and time taken by a dashboard to load. This helps troubleshooting of any performance issue of the dashboard. How to build a story in Tableau? A story is a collection of dashboards which conveys a flow of the worksheets into a logical culmination. So when various worksheets and dashboards are being accumulated, that is called a story. And when they are presented in a logical order, it enables users with informed decisions and impactful insights. So these are the 20 questions which a candidate can prepare for a Tableau job interview. Thank you.